Who really controls La Ruana? Who has the nerve, or the madness, to take over an entire town at dawn, storming in with assault rifles, armored trucks, and fear as their flag? This isn't a rumor. This isn't hearsay. This is La Ruana, a community in the municipality of Buena Vista, Michoacán. And this is the story of the day when the ground didn't shake because of an earthquake, but because of gunfire. It started early. The sun barely touched the rooftops. People were getting ready, opening their shops, tending to their fields, walking their kids to school. But what rolled in from the dirt road wasn't the day. It was a convoy. Armored trucks, big, black, and built for war. Dozens of them. Loaded with men, heavily armed, faces covered, bulletproof vests strapped on tight, radios crackling. They weren't here to ask questions. They were here to dominate. They called themselves the Michoacán New Generation Cartel, a grim alliance. The leftovers of Los Viagras fused with operatives from the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Two beasts, now one. And this time, their name didn't appear on some banner or some shady voice message. This time, their name came with bullets. They surrounded the town like wolves, blocked off exits, took over strategic points, and then they opened fire. The gunfire didn't stop. It tore through homes, fields, streets. It echoed off the walls and the hills and the screaming hearts of the people trapped inside. Some ran, most hid. All were terrified. The assault went on for hours, not minutes, hours. Time slowed to a crawl. You could hear every shot like it was meant just for you. Parents grabbed their children. Seniors collapsed under beds. Dogs barked, then fell silent. This was not a clash between rivals. This was a siege, a hostile takeover. The targets? Entrances, homes, people, anyone, everyone. Because in wars like this, just being there makes you a target. La Ruana was overrun, plain and simple. Not by rumors, not by fear, by force. And it wasn't just a physical occupation, it was psychological, symbolic, a message. And what about the army? Because yes, there's a military base in La Ruana. So did they intervene? No. Not a single step. Locals begged for help, cried out, called. They were denied. One man said, "They told us they couldn't interfere." Another said, "They refused to come out." The army watched, heard it all, and did nothing. Let that settle in. What did the people feel? Abandonment, rage, a cold, hopeless rage, and worse, a realization. The ones in charge don't wear uniforms. They wear ski masks. Nothing was spared. Not the homes, not the cars, not the fields, not even the silence. Bullets didn't ask questions. They answered them. That day, La Ruana wasn't just a backdrop. It became a war zone. Not between two rival cartels, not even between criminals and the state. It was criminals versus civilians. A whole town turned into a pawn, and the goal wasn't just territory, it was fear. And yes, maybe talking about cartel alliances sounds technical, cold, political, but here, it's not theory. It's real trucks, real bullets, real people dying. What do they want? Land? Power? Vengeance? Maybe all of it. Or maybe just this. For everyone to shut up and stay down. But here's the thing. Something broke in La Ruana that day. Because when you're shot at in your own street, when your kid hides under the bed for the third time this month, you stop being afraid and you start getting angry. The town bleeds today, but it also remembers. It remembers who came in, who fired, and most of all, who did nothing.